first episode of Professor Goose, I'm going to be covering Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. I want to preface this by saying I know many of you are going to play this game at home via emulation on your computers. If that is the case, and if you have a controller, I'm going to suggest that you turn it upside down. Then, assign the buttons that are generally on your right to little max movements, and assign the 8-way directional pad to the A, B, and start buttons respectively. You will find it a little bit awkward and clunky at first, but it is absolutely essential to get little max speed and movements off precisely. I'm going to be moving a little bit quickly through the first fighters in this game and then get a little bit more detailed as the later fighters continue. Your first fighter is Glass Joe. He really doesn't do anything offensively through the first 40 seconds of the match. However, at 40 seconds he does this taunt move, and if you punch him to the face or stomach, you can knock him down flat. He generally gets up on the 1 count. However, there is a way to KO him. As you can see by the Glass Joe on the right, if you time your punch just a little bit early, then he'll be able to knock him down and KO him. Now this move requires that you train yourself to punch him earlier than it feels right, but if you do it, you can knock him out most of the time. Try it and see if you can pull it off. Von Kaiser isn't that much more difficult than Glass Joe. He's going to telegraph his jabs at you with a head wiggle. First, you're going to need to successfully dodge them. Keep punching him in the face until the cycle is over. On the last punch, punch him one more time. Eventually you'll get a star for an uppercut. Then all you have to do is stun him and send him flying. When he gets back up, he's going to give you an uppercut of his own. Punch him in the stomach for a star, dodge his jab, stun him, and send him back down. If you follow this pattern, you should be able to TKO him in no time flat. Piston Honda is going to telegraph his punches with his eyebrow wiggles. When you see his eyebrows wiggle, punch him in the face or stomach to get a star. Then, just keep hammering away at him and using your uppercuts to knock him down. If you time it right, you should be able to knock him down around 40 seconds or so. This will cause him to get up on 1. He's going to give you another chance to get a star. Once you get it, do the uppercut to send him back down. At 1 minute, he's going to go into his patented Piston Honda charge. Just punch him in the face or stomach and send him back down for TKO. Don Flamenco easily wins the most annoying fighter award. He'll only punch you after you punch him. You can keep him in this left and right rhythm after he punches you and drain his energy. On the second knockdown, you'll KO him, generally in 42 or 43 seconds. However, there is a different way. After the first punch, pause. As you can see, you don't have to wait very long, but if you pause just long enough, you'll get a star. Then on the second punch, just stun him, use your uppercut to send him sailing. When he gets back up, he's going to punch you unprovoked. Just dodge it and send him back down. If you time this right in getting your stars, you can KO him in 20 seconds or less. The Great Tiger fights a lot like Von Kaiser. He telegraphs his punches by the jewel in his turban, but I think it's kind of hard to see on some emulators. There. Can you see the flash here? Once it flashes, you can punch him in the face for your stars. When you get all 3, use them in sequence to drain his energy. If you do this quickly enough, you can knock him down in under a minute so he gets up on 1. He's going to throw you uppercuts too, but you can punch him in the stomach to get your stars. Then dodge, stun him, and send him back down. If you follow this pattern, you'll be able to TKO him in no time flat. King Hippo is the dumbest fighter in the game. When he straight jabs at you, dodge. When he jumps, punch him in the face and then punch him in the stomach. You have to keep doing this until you KO him. Bald Bull 1 is going to do something interesting for the first 19 seconds. He lets you beat the shit out of him. Just keep punching him in the face to get stars, and then immediately use your uppercuts. If you keep following this, you will knock him down in 19 seconds. This quick knockdown gives you a significant advantage for the rest of the fight. Now all you have to do is dodge his straight jabs, hooks, and uppercuts until 2 minutes when he does his Bald Bull charge. When he straight jabs at you, you can keep punching him to get more stars. However, you need to be careful, because if you don't leave him stunned long enough, he will dodge your uppercuts. At 2 minutes, he's going to go to the back of the ring and charge at you. Just time your punch right, hit him in the stomach, and send him down for the TKO. When you weren't looking, somehow Piston Honda managed to pass you, but that's okay. He hasn't learned much, he just got a little quicker. He still telegraphs his punches with his eye wiggles, so dodge them and punch him in the face to get the stars. If you time it right, you can knock him down pretty quickly. Your goal here is to get him down in under a minute because he does his Piston Honda charge. So get your uppercuts and send him down. If you start punching him close to a minute, you can stop the charge because he'll be stunned. But let's say you can't do that. Here's generally what happens. He goes to charge you, you punch him in the stomach, and you get a star. Or, he charges you, you go for the knockdown in the face, and he rocks you. Or, you punch him in the stomach and he blocks you. Much like Glass Joe's punch, if you time it right, you can knock him out. However, I find this method to be unreliable and quirky, so I'm going to suggest a different method for taking him out, and it only takes a little bit longer. After he gets up near the first minute, he's going to give you more opportunities for uppercuts, so get your stars. You're going to want to wait till after the second uppercut to give him your uppercuts, otherwise he will punch you. Again, your goal here is to take him down close before 2 minutes, because at 2 minutes he's going to do another Piston Honda charge. Here, since he gets up on one, I know I can take him down with one uppercut, but he's going to charge me. So instead of trying for the knockout, I'm going to block the first few punches. Then I dodge the last one and dodge his uppercut. I can send him down for the TKO. Sodapoppin is really one of the easiest fighters in the game. You don't even have to punch him after he sends you his hooks. You can either dodge them or block them. When he goes to give you an uppercut, you can block. This will cause him to pause, punch him in the stomach and get a star. Then you can use your uppercut to send him flying. Keep in mind, for the first minute of the match, he's not really apt to dodging your uppercuts. After the first minute or 30 or so, he'll dodge them a little bit more easily. But for the rest of the match, just keep getting your uppercuts and sending him down. You follow this, you'll TKO him in no time. Bald Bull took some human growth hormone when he passed you, so you can only take him down with an uppercut. My suggestion is you don't even bother punching him with your regular punches. Just let him cycle through his so you can get to his taunt move. Once you get your star for the uppercut, then use it. For the first knockdown with Bald Bull 2, you're going to want to use this method so that you can get him down as close to the first minute as possible. So just keep dodging his regular punches and waiting to get your stars. If you follow this rhythm, you can knock him down pretty close to a minute. However, Bald Bull 2 is always going to get up on 9. When he gets back up, he'll give you an opportunity for stars. At this point in the match, you're just biding time until his Bald Bull charge at 2 minutes. If you can knock him down before 2 minutes, great. However, if you can't, just save your stars till after the Bald Bull charge. At 2 minutes, he's going to jump to the back of the ring. Just like before, time your punch. He's only a little bit quicker. I find if you dodge the first uppercut, he'll go to the halfway point in the ring, and it's easier to punch him in the Bald Bull charge for the second one. Now once he gets up, you have 2 minutes to take him down again. You can cycle through his punches getting your uppercuts, and use this time to take him down. If you time it right, you can knock him down in close to 3 minutes for the TKO. Don Flamenco 2 is far more annoying than the first one, but as you can see, you can get a star off him too. My suggestion is when he throws these jabs at you, that you dodge the first one, then punch through the cycle. Punch him in the stomach for the second one to get your star, and then use the star on him for the third. When he throws a hook at you, block it, and you can punch him in the face. This allows you to punch him more. He will then go through this cycle a couple more times. Use this opportunity to get your stars. Once he gets back up, you'll have 10 more seconds to do this one more time, because at a minute 30, he goes back to his old tricks. Except this time, he doesn't let you punch him left and right until he runs out of his energy. However, the stars leave you a significant advantage, and you can keep plugging away at him until you can send him down for the TKO. And say goodnight to the most annoying fighter in this game. Sandman is arguably the hardest fighter in this game. He's going to throw these straight jabs at you for about the first 50 seconds. You have no choice but to dodge and punch them. If you punch him at any other time, he's going to block and counter you. After the first 50 seconds, you can punch at his head and then 3 times in the stomach. If you go for his head again, he'll dodge, and then you can punch him in the face and punch him in the stomach again. At a minute 30, he's going to go into his Sandman uppercuts. Watch for the flash, dodge them. He'll stop moving just a split second before the flash, and it's hard to see. Let's take a look. Did you see the stop and the flash? It happens really quickly, so you have to watch for it. After he gets up, you can just keep swinging and plugging away at him. Now there is another method, but I don't recommend it. Once you punch him in the face, punch him twice in the stomach. Pause, and on the third time, punch again. This will drain his energy. I find this method kind of clunky and it's hard to pull off every time. A lot of the times he'll block you because you just can't get it off at the right time. So my method involves punching him and draining him almost to knockout for the second time in round 1, but don't knock him out. If there's a way to get a star in the first round, I don't know it. In the second round when he gets up, you can go directly at his face, he'll dodge, punch him in the stomach, and take him down. When he gets back up, he's going to go directly into the Sandman uppercuts. Just dodge them again. Watch for the flash. Now it's a matter of dodging his Sandman uppercuts and his hooks. Just remember that if you keep punching him in the stomach and you hit him one too many times, he's going to end up blocking you and he's going to counter with a jab. Just punch to his head, he'll dodge, and you can punch him 3 times to the stomach. You want to keep this pattern up until you knock him down again. Once he gets back up, he's going to do the Sandman uppercuts again. But if he hits you, just soldier on and keep going. The first knockdown in 6 seconds gives you a significant advantage, and you don't have to worry about the pause and punch technique with him because it's so quick and unreliable that I don't think it's worth doing. With this method, you could TKO him pretty fast in round 2. Super Macho Man really isn't that difficult. In fact, if you pause after his uppercuts or his hooks, you can get some stars off of him. Just keep in mind, he's going to dodge those uppercuts pretty consistently after the first minute in the round. Your goal here is to get stars as quickly as you can so you can knock him down in close to the first minute. Around 40 seconds, he does this worthless twist punch. Just dodge it and use your speed to knock his neck back. Then, keep with that same pattern. If you time it right, you should be able to knock him down within the first minute. When he gets back up, he's going to go into the more worthless super twist punch. Just keep dodging them. They vary in number every time, and you might dodge an extra time, but that doesn't stop you from knocking his neck off of his head. Keep in mind that it's easier to get uppercuts off of him if you pause after he throws his uppercuts. Keep following this method by plugging away at him. If you keep at it, you should be able to TKO him pretty close to 3 minutes in round 1. We're now on to the big man, Mike Tyson. He's famous for this first barrage of uppercuts that take you down in one hit for a minute 30. There's really no great way of getting around them, you just have to learn to dodge them. I find punching with the opposite hand, i.e. the same hand on the same side, keeps him in a regular pattern. However, he does pause at certain intervals, and that might cause you to dodge right into one of his uppercuts, so be careful. You can use a one-punch technique, where you let him stay stunned in between your punches, and this might give you some breathing room. However, it doesn't stop any of his pauses. He's going to throw you a couple curveballs at 28 seconds and especially 1:15. I find those are the most difficult. At a minute 30, he's going to start throwing some straight jabs after his winks. Your goal here is much like Sandman, to drain his energy to almost being knocked out in the first round. You can knock him down once or twice in the first round, but I find it more effective just to drain his energy. If you lose hearts or anything, don't worry about it. You get him back for round 2. At the beginning of round 2, he throws some quick jabs at you. You have to block them. Punch him in the stomach for a quick star. He'll keep punching you with this technique until you run out of hearts, so I suggest punching back. Then dodge his uppercut and straight jab and send him down. If you knock him down before 28 seconds, he's going to get up and throw you one more quick shot cheap jab, so be ready for it. All Tyson does in this round is throw straight punches, uppercuts, and his dynamite punches. Your goal here is to keep plugging away at him. He generally is going to throw his uppercuts in series of 2. If he throws from the left, you know it's pretty much safe to use your uppercut on him because he's not going to throw another one. There are times where he throws a series of 3 uppercuts, but it's never in the same kind of speed succession. At a minute 30, Tyson's going to blink real fast, signifying his dynamite punches are coming. Punch him in the face to get a star and then block the last one and block the uppercut. Then you can take him down. But as you can see, you can get stars from the pause and punch technique. The regular punch is really a quick dodge. The pause and punch is a slow dodge, and it's not like you actually wait, so you have to practice to get this down right. However, you can always count on the star from the dynamite punch if you need uppercuts with Tyson. Once you take him down, he's going to get back up, and you can just follow the pattern. If you have stars, use them after he throws his jabs at you. Then just dodge his straight punches and his series of uppercuts that he throws at you. If you practice this right and watch for Tyson moving, you should have no problems TKOing him in the second round. This episode of Professor Goose was requested by Altered Ego 5X. If you would like to request a game to be broken down for a future episode of Professor Goose, send a message to this channel. And as always, Thanks for watching.